So I have all of my combination squares made here, and there's Elsa trying to be a helper. And I took the rest of my background fabric and I cut 4 9.5-inch squares. These are for the corners. So now I'm going to take my pattern and I'm going to go to row 1 and I'm going to lay out my squares in this row. So first comes a background square. Next comes a 1 and a 3. So that's this. And you want to make sure that you have it going the right way so you get the star. So I need the 3 to go like this. Okay, just like that. Okay. Then next I need a 1 and a 2. And that is here. I can unpin them now. Okay. Now you have to be careful when you put these together. I'm trying my sheet here. Because we want the 2 ones to touch to make a large triangle. So that will look like that. And then the last one is a 9.5-inch square, and that will go at the end. Okay, so there's my first row. So what I'm going to do is pick them up and take them in a pile to my machine. And when I pick them up, I stack them. My square goes first, then this one, and then this one. And now I'll take them to the machine and sew them together. When I'm at the machine, I keep my pattern piece right next to me, so I'll make sure that I'm sewing my squares together in the right order and in the right direction. I'm sewing this with a 1/4-inch seam, just like I did when I sewed on both sides of the line. But now I have to be a little bit picky. So when I get to where these diagonal seams come together, I'm going to make sure that one of the seams goes down and the one on the bottom, or either one, goes up. And by doing that, it's going to allow them to, I don't know if you can see this. Sorry about that. Okay, they're going to nest together and you'll get a perfect point at the bottom of your seam. I usually put a pin right in the seam and you'll feel the 2 seams kind of nest together. My first row is all sewn together. So what I want to show you is, what are you looking for? The first thing I'm looking for is right here. This is a point, and what I want to have is the 2 background triangles come together right here, and I have a 1/4 inch under it, because when I go to sew my rows together, I'm going to sew right at that point so I don't lose that point. It doesn't get cut off. The other place you're going to see a point is up here in the top. See how there's a point of the triangle here, and then there's a 1/4 inch at the top. Again, when I go to put my border or my binding, depending on how I'm going to finish this, I don't want to cut that off. I want to have a nice point at the top. The one thing I do when I get my row together is I give it a good press, and I'm pressing my seams nice and flat, And on this one, here's my, whoops. The left. Okay, and there's my last one. And then the next row, when I sew my blocks together, I will press the seams to the right. And you'll see when I put my rows together how those seams will nest, just like we did when we were sewing our blocks into rows. So my rows are all sewn together, and my next video will show you how we will layer it or add a border. I'm not sure which way we're going with it yet, but we will see. So I will see you next time. Any questions, just message us and we'll be happy to help.